talk about colons. Now, colons have, of course, when we use punctuations, we all have way of using it, and we have to know how to use it right when using it. So colons can only be used after complete sentences. Oh no. Can only be used after a complete sentences to show that whatever comes after the colon is related to what came before it. So that that's how to use it. But we cannot use it to introduce ideas that are stated or listed after like a fragment or other type of incomplete sentences. And remember, colons show that whatever comes after the colons relate to what came before it. So you have to remember that while using colons. So here's an example. Emily has two favorite bands in the world, Blackpink and Baby Monster. Colon here. You see that? So a lot of people would use it in a wrong way. A good example would be this because we use the colon before, I mean after the complete sentences. Emily has two favorite bands in the world. Here from here, it's complete sentences. If it stand on its own, it still makes sense. You see, if it don't have Blackpink and Baby Monster, it still makes sense. Emily has two favorite bands in the world. It still makes sense. Doesn't get it wrong or anything. Okay. So when we read the sentences on its own, it still makes sense. So when we use a colon, make sure to check the sentences before the colon to see if it makes sense, or you would be using it wrong. But if we use, for example, Emily, two of her bands are, for example, oh no, okay, Emily, two favorite band are colon, and we write like the band maybe something short. Use the same thing, I guess. Let's use BTS because it is short. Okay, so this would be a bad example because why? This would be a bad example because you see, Emily has two favorite band. Uh, okay, this one is a little bit. Oh no, my pen just ran out of energy, guys. That's okay. So this would be an incorrect usage of a colon because it is used after incomplete sentences. And what's incomplete sentences? Incomplete sentences are Emily, two for bands are. Emily, two for bands are. Well, Emily, two for bands. Let's see. The way we checked, um, we can check if we use a colon right by checking the sentences before the colon to see if it is like makes sense when it's stand on its own. And Emily two verbands are doesn't make sense when it's stand on its own. You see, because it is an incomplete sentences. It only have like a subject but do not have a predicate. Okay, Emily is a subject and we have two verbands are um kind of like a predicate already, but they didn't tell what come after next. So like the predicate are kind of missing. So they are incomplete sentences because there's no predicate. So yeah, simply removing colon in these sentences would make it grammatically uh simply removing the colon. I think if we like remove the colon here, but the out colon, but still have this back part, it will make sense. So remember, when we use colon, we have to check the sentences before to see if it makes sense. If it did not, then it is wrong. Okay, now remember when we use a colon, remember when we use colons, can be used after complete sentence only, be used after complete sentences to show whatever come after next the colon is related to what came before it. And remember, we cannot use it to introduce like ideas that are not stated or listed after a fragment or like in an incomplete idea. So thank you for coming and have a great day.